Good morning. Welcome to Whispers in Esther, Part 3. Esther, Chapter 2, Verse 12. Before a young woman's turn came to go in to King Xerxes, she had to complete 12 months of beauty treatments prescribed for the women, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 with perfumes and cosmetics. Elaborate preparation. Esther, taken from her home along with many other young and beautiful women, had entered an entirely new world, a world of opulence and privilege. But she has also been ushered into a world of danger and intrigue. How will the girl fare as she competes in this royal pageant? Either way, win or lose, her life will never be the same. She will never again cook dinner for her father Mordecai, never again clean their home or wander the streets with her friends on their way to the market. For all intents and purposes, we could consider that she is now a prisoner in a fabulously plush jail. What is happening within the walls of the harem as Esther begins 12 months of intensive preparation for an audience with the king? We don't have a lot of details, but let's attempt to fill in a few blanks and pauses and imagine what life may have been like in the harem. We'll call Esther's new home Side A of the harem, the side where all the girls, women that had never known a man were kept. They were virgins that awaited the invitation of the king to his private chambers. The cushions and curtains were of the finest fabrics to be found. The food and drink were from the king's own stock and specially chosen to enhance the health and beauty. We don't know that every contestant was given maids, but I imagine that they were each given at least one, so the girls would not be stressed and could always have someone looking out for their interest. I think we can surmise that they did not work, for the king would not be interested in calloused hands, unkempt nails, or disheveled hair. It was all about perfecting their natural beauty, image, and appeal. We read that Esther pleased Haggai, the king's eunuch, in charge of Side A. She won his favor immediately and obviously became his chosen candidate. He gave her special food. He provided her with the best of the beauty treatments. He even selected 7 maids from the palace to attend her and moved her into the best place in the harem. It's interesting to note, there is a reason only eunuchs were allowed near the king's women. The temptations would have been strong otherwise to partake of the beauties. I'm just saying. Esther had a very valuable ally in the coming audition for role of the queen. With so very many beautiful girls in the harem, what was it about Esther that impressed Haggai so much? We are simply told she was beautiful in form and features. But what was it that caused her to win the favor of everyone who saw her, as it says in verse 15? She had been raised to be respectful. Her character couldn't have been abrasive to those she met, so she must have been kind, and she was obviously intelligent, as we will see later. In any culture, any age, there are qualities that are winsome and lovely. 1 Peter 3 and 4 says this: "Your beauty should not come from outward adornment such as elaborate hairstyles and wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight." There is something so very wrong when we see an attractive woman who has a terrible character, right? One who is vindictive or backbiting. A woman that is hateful or spiteful, one who spends all her time on perfecting her outward appearance to the detriment of her inner self. It can't be hidden. People recognize that. Esther was beautiful inside and out. It pleased people to be around her. Now she's instructed to really perfect her outward appearance with a full year of perfumes, oils, and cosmetics. I can only imagine the smells in the harem as the girls tried out different perfumes. Being a female, we all know there are cliques and gossip, for that is what happens with a bunch of females. And we all know how a woman can get when she unleashes her inner cat. No question, they were always comparing themselves to one another because this was a contest. If there was ever a time when looks were important, it was now. While it must have at first been a thrilling opportunity and fun to get to play with all the goodies, these gals had to get serious. They had to put a lot of work into their outward image. I wonder if they did a workout. But still, Esther was the one to beat. I think that even other girls liked Esther, for she had that kind of character. Even though they were competing against her, she probably had kind words and a smile for others. Why do I say this? Again, I refer to the phrase that she won the favor of everyone who saw her. It is possible to be kind and caring and intelligent even when in competition against another for a desired appearance or position. We need to remember this in our daily lives and teach our children that simple kindness and being nice to others are wonderful character traits, no matter what our position in life. Remember Proverbs 31:30, which says, "Charm is deceptive, and beauty, it's fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." The girls spent months learning the uses of oil of myrrh, a valuable spice. Myrrh has been used as a base for perfumes, but also many valuable health benefits. Perhaps the uses were taught in order to keep the girls healthy, limiting sickness in the harem and the palace, for this would have been an important aspect. And smell is such an important sense, even stimulating memories of days gone past. They also learned the art of using oils and perfumes. This could be for any number of reasons, but the overall sense seems to be that they needed to be the best they could be, for they were getting ready to see the king. This brings to mind how I approach my king, the Lord of creation. I want to be pleasing to him above all else. How do I come to him? In what state of mind? Do I groom my soul to be in tune with him? Do I hurry through my devotions, restless to get the day started? I need to hear the lesson that Esther is teaching me on this level as well. Looks don't last unless you have a whole lot of money to pay the surgeons. But give me a heart that fears the Lord and reveres him on a daily basis, resulting in respect for my husband moment by moment. Lord, this is my prayer. God bless your day as you think on these things.